Recently in one of my backpacking videos, about 3/4 of the way through, I had 5 trivia questions about movies. The first 5 people that answered those trivia questions got put in a drawing to win a Leatherman. Now, one of the movie questions was about this movie being Krull. Now, a guy on Facebook watched my movie, and he worked with me a while back at McDonnell Douglas, and he said, "Didn't you make one of those glaives?" I made quite a few things, and I remembered making it, which is the reason for me using this movie in the trivia question in the first place. Now I want to show you something you'll find pretty interesting. This is the Glaive. Many years after this movie came out, a friend of mine had this book. And she gave me this book because I had said I wanted to make one of these. Now in the movie, you can't see it with this, but I've used a magnifying glass. He has a holster. On the movie, I've studied that holster. Now let me show you what I made. I did the same thing with the Freddy Krueger glove. You've probably seen that in some of my videos. I made an exact duplicate of the Freddy Krueger glove. But let me show you this. There it is, the Glaive. Same exact holster he had. This is all hand machined on a mill. No CNC was used on this. Let me take this holster off and show you in detail. Okay. Now, it's hard to see the detail to really appreciate what this is, but all of this is machined. The black is actually a contour. It's all machined lower than this. All of these like hieroglyphic type marks are exact copies of the one in the movie. This is a piece of plexiglass with a piece of space tape underneath. I milled out this hole and press fit this in here with the space tape underneath. At such a tight fit, it cracked the plexiglass, just shattered it all over, causing it to look like a jewel. That took me about a month to get that right. Probably 15, 16 different pieces of plexiglass. Fake rubies. In here, these are all machined. These are machined out. Now, in the movie, he holds it like this, and these blades pop out. Originally, I tried to do that. It was very difficult. So, this is actually, if you can see, 3 pieces of aluminum sandwiched. These are aluminum blades in between here. Now, take out these Allen head flatheads here, and it opens up, and inside there are grooves that these aluminum things slide down and bolt into. So the blades are removable. Let me shut this light off. Give you a look at this one. It's really hard to make out the detail, but I went to Kinko's and I blew this thing up huge. So I transferred it onto a see-through mylar. I took that mylar and set it onto a piece of aluminum, and I then etched in each and every hieroglyph. It's an exact copy. My boss at the time saw what I was doing. Work was slow, and he was telling all of us, just look busy, just make something, repair something, do something. layoffs were coming up, and we all knew it. So this is what I made. And when I was finished, there were 57,000 employees at McDonnell Douglas. And hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, came by to see. I'd say, there were 475 in my department. And they all told people, So they all came by to see this. And every one of them couldn't believe I made it. But the people I worked with verified it. And a lot of them said, dude, you are seriously in the wrong business. Here's a closer look at some of the detail. See, all of this is about 125 thousandths higher than this. So this is the actual face. All of this has been milled at an angle. It's been years, but I believe that angle was 15 or 20 degrees. It's all been milled, leaving this flat. So you got an angle here and an angle here, all the way around. All of them are like that. And then this black here, you get the lowest point. Let me get a pencil. Okay, you get the lowest point being down here, which I do remember that. That was 80 thousandths lower than this. So that all cut down like that. And then from there, it comes up and back down. So this is about 50 thousandths lower than this. So you can see it tapers. And then I milled these out and put these jewels in. Same thing here. This is all milled out. What I did is I just drilled a hole here, 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 and here. Put an end mill in there. Ran around in the triangle. Same thing here. Drilled the hole all symmetrical. Dropped an end mill in there. Worked my way out. These grooves are all cut in here. That's just with a little handheld router. Same with these, handheld router. But I was able to trace those off of the mylar. Mylar being similar to like a saran wrap, but it's stiff, like a thin plastic. I Xerox copied this picture here onto the mylar. Blown up, actual size. I scaled it. If that guy's hand, if this prince, whatever his name was, his hand similar to my size, then this is exact to scale, because I scaled his hand to my hand and then blew this up to the same exact size. This thing actually got me a job one time. When I was laid off from McDonnell Douglas, I filled out an application at Knott's Berry Farm to make props, and I got a job working on making some things for Snoopy. It was a flying doghouse, which didn't pay much, but it was pretty cool. They gave me a little charge card. I went to the store, bought whatever I needed, made it. They paid me commission when I finished it. One-time thing. But there it is. For you guys who like Krull or props or sci-fi movies, I've got tons of these things laying around. Star Trek, things from the Borg, different weapons, different props. This is one of my better ones. Anyway, hope you found that interesting. If not, sorry about that, and I'll get back on track with the backpacking videos. It's 3 in the morning right now. At 10 in the morning, I'm meeting one of my subscribers up at the Mount Baldy Ranger Station, and we're going to do Cucamonga Peak. So I'll show you that, and you'll meet that guy, and get back on track. So So until then, cheers. See you guys in the next one. I think it's cool though, isn't it?